Well, guys, what's up? What's going on out there today? I hope you're having a great day so far, wherever you are. Hey, it's Brent Abel here, webtennis.com, and I want to take you through two things today. Number one, what was my complete mental skills transformation, started a few years ago, and how you can copy exactly what I've done in terms of creating your own mental skills transformation. Look, who's this for today? Number one, it's definitely for tournament players, definitely for league players. And even if you're not playing tournaments or leagues, it's definitely for you guys who are playing a lot of practice matches, serious practice matches, could be singles and or doubles on a regular basis. Probably not for you guys if you're just playing, some casual stuff and once in a while playing some practice matches. But even if that describes you, I want you to stay with me here because ultimately, I'd like to fire you up. To help you get a little bit better with your tennis. So, guys, I got three things here for you today that we're going to get into that I think is going to really help you transform your game from where you are right now to let's call it that next level that you want to get to. So, look, first thing is kind of my transformation really started before October 2022 when I was always considered, an A minus player in my age group. And I was always one, not at the very top, but just a cut below the A plus guys. I was kind of in that A minus category. Never really had any really bad losses. So I was getting the quarters. I was getting the semis frequently of national level tournaments, winning a lot of level two tournaments. But and if one of the guys, one of the top guys in the category one, the gold ball tournaments didn't show up, okay, I really had a chance to get the finals, and yeah, I mean, I could win, once or a while at that level, but certainly not on a regular basis. And it wasn't because of my strokes. My strokes didn't really have any holes in them. They were good. Certainly wasn't my training. I was doing a lot of on-court training, a lot of off-court training. So that box was checked, and my fitness was good as well. I had the kitchen right. I was eating right. All that stuff. So it really wasn't any of those three things, right? Wasn't strokes, wasn't training, on court, playing a lot of practice matches, doing a lot of drills, off court in the gym, and the fitness stuff, and like I said with the kitchen, all that stuff, all that stuff was good. So I finally, after decades of kind of being in that group, B plus, A minus, I finally said, well, what's been missing, right? I mean, there's got to be something that's missing. And I'd always kind of dabbled with the mindset, with the mental stuff. And I think over time, I'd gotten myself a little bit better from kind of being the guy out there way back when, pretty bratty on the court when things weren't going my way, pretty angry, pretty ticked off. Yeah, racket would get chucked now and then. I think I'd pretty much gotten that stuff under control. But for me, I was kind of white knuckling my way, trying to be stoic when things weren't going my way, and it just kind of made it worse, right? So I just decided, you know what, let's totally commit. And this was, I would say, October of 2022, or maybe, during that summer where I decided, let's do a deep dive on the mindset, on the mental stuff, and let's see what shakes out of it. So, look, I read all the books, all the mental performance books, watched a bunch of the videos, and actually had a couple of private coaching sessions from mental performance, guys. And my takeaway after all that, after I would say 60, 90 days, was it all really kind of boiled down to five habits. And so I committed to, okay, well, I'm gonna start doing this every day. I'm gonna start, um, I'm gonna start the habit building process of these five habits. And I would say for the first 2 weeks, man, it just felt like this is kind of woo-woo crap, right? I mean, even though well, I was born and raised in Berkeley, so maybe that was part of it. I don't know, but whatever. I just kind of came away from those first 2 weeks going, I don't know, man, is this really going to be a waste of time? And then the second 2 weeks, I started to feel a little bit different on the court as a player, started to think of myself a little bit different on the court as a player. And then after a month, right, I just kind of went, Well, um, this stuff feels right. I had a practice match against a guy who I rarely ever took sets off of, and ended up beating the guy in straight sets and going, this stuff works. I'm not going back. I'm going to keep doing a deep dive on these five habits. And what happened over the next 14 months was, right now, career 21 USA national gold balls and singles and doubles. You know, 10 of those 21 happened in the next 14 months. Um, Ended up winning the ITF World Doubles title in 2023 with Brian Cheney in Mallorca, Spain. Ended up that year ranked number one in doubles and number three in the world. Didn't lose a singles match all year in 2023 in the US. And really the end result, the reason why is I built a narrow skill level range. My forehand wasn't any better. My backhand wasn't any better. Nothing swing tech wise had significantly changed. The big difference was that I had created a small, let's call it a narrow SLR, a narrow skill level range. So look, let me explain to you what your SLR is and how you can copy what I did back then. Look, what's your SLR? Well, your SLR, as I said, stands for skill level range. Some days, some sets, some half sets. Man, if you're a 3-5 player, for example, maybe you're a 4-0, maybe you're less, whatever, it doesn't matter. But whatever your rating label is, NTRP, let's call it a 3-5. There are days when you play up here at 3-7, maybe even 3-8, right? But there are days or there's sets or there's half sets where you're playing down below that 3-5. You're down there at the 3-4, 3-3 range. And so your computer rating of 3-5 is an average, right? It's an average of your top, it's an average of your bottom skill level range. The whole thing here, at least for me, and I know that you can copy exactly what I did, the whole thing was I had too wide of a narrow skill level range as an A minus player. What I ended up doing was taking and eliminating the bottom of that skill level range and just making it so that I was consistently playing at the very top of my skill level range. I'd narrowed it down to just a couple of points in there. And so all that meant was just super consistent with shot making. It was rare if I made an unforced error, right? And a lot of that was not hitting the ball bigger, not hitting the ball better, but just not missing shots. And that puts a lot of pressure on your opponents. Now they're participating in you winning matches. They're realizing you're not pushing, you're not moonballing, you're hitting high quality balls that you've always done at the very top of your skill level range, but now you're just making them over and over and over again. And they're starting to feel the pressure that they got to do more. Once they feel that, then they start going for it and they're participating in you winning more points and you winning more games, sets, and matches. And so the whole key here is building a narrow skill level range, and that builds a huge foundation of confidence in your game. So, like I said, it's not more swing tech training. It's not going out there and doing a lot more. Hey, I'm going to hit another million forehand cross courts. That'll be the thing. That never ever worked for me. It's mindset skills, habit building for shot making consistency so that you're always playing at the very top of your SLR. So, I got three things here for you. Number one, is you need to 100% to changing you need to 100% commit to changing your mindset. That's what I had to do. I'd kind of dabbled with it before and I'd sort of given it lip service, but I'd never really dug into it the way that I did with strokes, right, with swing tech. And you know me, I saw the great Tom Stowe back in the day, and he had his whole thing was just basically, let's pare away the unneeded, and we did that, and I was good. But mentally, I was just not great when it came to playing those top guys, right? And so the first thing I had to do, the first thing you need to do is you got to commit to changing whatever mindset you've got right now. Secondly, you got to fully believe and trust that delayed gratification makes your improvement inevitable. And I was maybe like you. I was just too into I want this thing now right? I understood the value of practice. I understood that I gotta put in some quality reps, but I kept thinking, why isn't it happening sooner? And the more that I thought about it, man, the longer it took. Once I really believed and trusted in delayed gratification, that completely accelerated me getting to the result that I wanted. And then third is you just got to copy what I did. Any skill level player can do this. Doesn't matter what skill level you're currently at. You're playing within a wide skill level range, whatever that is. And I want to show you how to narrow that skill level range, how to eliminate the bottom of it so that you're consistently playing at the very top of whatever is your current skill level. And when you do that, that's when you start to get more wins at your current skill level. And that's when you start to move up to that next skill level range. The program that I've got that I'm going to highly recommend for you, it takes 10 minutes a day. And for me, it was 28 days. This is a 28-day program that I've got for you, where you get an email every day. I'm going to keep you on track. I'm going to keep you organized, and I'm going to keep you fired up and motivated, because there are going to be some days where you're just going, not feeling it. And I'm going to go, no, 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 we go today. But it only takes 10 minutes a day to be able to do this. Right down below is a link in the description area. I want you to click it, and I want you to get signed up for my 5 mindset skills habit training playbook. Uh, Look, that's it. This is what I went through. This playbook is exactly what I did, and what I continue to do to where I feel that I'm one of the top guys every time I enter a tournament. That I'm right there, and I got a better than a I got a way better chance to win them than what I thought that I used to. So, guys, right down below is that link. Get signed up for the course. Let's get started. And as always, time, we all got to get out there. We got to help someone else have a great day, guys. I will see you again next time.